New York State Committeeman, Joe McManus, he's in the back. He's also an elected official. So we're talking about preferential rents, but also, as Andrew and Hazel said, vacancy bonuses. Those are a big problem too, so I'd like to introduce Delsenia Glover from Alliance for Tenant Power to speak about that.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to see all of you out here so concerned about something that concerns us all. How many people in here are rent-stabilized tenants? Okay, me too. So I'm with the Alliance for Tenant Power, which is a coalition of organizations, about 8 different organizations that includes Tenants and Neighbors, Legal Aid Society, Make the Road New York Communities for Change, Flatbush Tenants Coalition, UHAB, Crown Heights Tenants Coalition, and I'm probably, what did I forget? And CASA, the Bronx. And one of the things that what we've been working on for going on 2 years now is to change the rent laws. So the Alliance for Tenant Power, along with the Real Rent Reform campaign, we ran a huge campaign last year leading up to June 2015. And 2 of the primary bills that we were trying to get changed was the bill having to do with the vacancy bonus, which we renamed the eviction bonus, and preferential rents. So Andrew already told you a lot about what the vacancy or eviction bonus. We're renaming it. It's no longer the vacancy bonus. It's the eviction bonus. Right,
Tom,
Esther?
keep it real.
Keep it real. And so since he already explained to you exactly what it is, I just want to give you some numbers. So between 2011 and 2014, the amount of increases to rent-stabilized apartments totaled $83 million. Those increases were from the Rent Guidelines Board increases when you sign a new lease. Then there were other increases that people get during occupancy, like major capital improvements. The Rent Guidelines Board increases totaled $23 million, or 27% of increases. MCIs and other total $9 million, or 10%, and then other increases during vacancy, like individual apartment improvements, which they do when a person moves out, total about 14%. The vacancy or eviction bonus totaled 48% of the $93 million in increases. We renamed it the eviction bonus because, for one, it goes hand in hand with preferential rents, and we call it the eviction bonus because landlords, this is an incentive for landlords to harass tenants out of their apartments. The reason why the vacancy bonus or the eviction bonus is so insidious, and because landlords are so greedy, that they know they can get an eviction bonus when you move out of the apartment. So what landlords have been doing across the city is letting buildings fall into disrepair. They have been offering tenants buyouts of $10,000, which you can't even get another apartment with anywhere. They stop taking care of the buildings, and they do all sorts of things to harass you out of their apartment. They file frivolous lawsuits, take you to housing court, say that your rent is late when they've been holding it, give you add late charges to your rent that are not deserved. All that, and they do this particularly with older people, because a lot of the people who live in rent-stabilized apartments that are not preferential rent apartments are older people. They've been there a long time. They could be second generation, like me, and they could be seniors on a fixed income, and they may not be knowledgeable about what their rights are. So they intimidate people, they scare them, they don't take care of the building, all so that they can get you out of the apartment so they can collect the eviction bonus, and that is why it's so dangerous. So this year,